Have you ever stepped foot in a carnival that felt off, where the air hung heavy with an unseen menace and the laughter of the crowd seemed to twist into something sinister? I have. And the tales I'm about to share will make your blood run cold. Welcome to the Carnival of Nightmares, where the attractions hide terrifying secrets and the screams of delight mingle with shrieks of pure horror. As I stepped through the rusted gates, an icy chill crept down my spine. The carnival music warped into a haunting melody, and the shadows seemed to dance with a life of their own. Little did I know, I was about to confront my deepest fears and witness horrors beyond imagination. Brace yourself, for once you enter the Carnival of Nightmares, there's no turning back. The terror is all too real, and it's waiting for you.
As I stepped into the Haunted Funhouse, an overwhelming sense of unease washed over me. The floorboards creaked beneath my feet, echoing through the dimly lit corridors. Shadows danced along the walls, creating an illusion of movement that sent shivers down my spine. The air felt heavy, thick with an almost tangible sense of dread. I cautiously made my way deeper into the funhouse, each step bringing me closer to an unknown terror. The mirrors that lined the walls seemed to twist and distort reality, reflecting not just my own frightened expression, but something far more sinister lurking behind me. Whispers filled the air, a cacophony of voices that seemed to guide me further into the depths of this nightmarish attraction. As I turned a corner, I found myself face to face with a horrifying entity. Its face was contorted in an unnatural grin, eyes gleaming with malevolence. Fear gripped my heart as I stumbled backwards, desperate to escape its grasp. The carnival workers who had ushered me into this hellish place now seemed like ambiguous figures, their smiles tinged with a knowing cruelty. I ran through the twisting corridors, my heart pounding in my chest. The walls seemed to close in around me, the air growing thicker with each labored breath. Grotesque figures leapt out from the shadows, their twisted forms reaching out to grab me. I could feel their hot breath on my neck, their icy fingers brushing against my skin. Panic consumed me as I searched for an exit, the path ahead obscured by a thick fog that seemed to have seeped in from another realm. The line between reality and nightmare blurred, leaving me questioning my own sanity. I couldn't shake the feeling that the Haunted Funhouse was more than just an attraction, that the horrors within were somehow connected to something far more sinister. Just when I thought I couldn't take another step, I burst through a door and stumbled out into the cool night air. My body trembled as I tried to catch my breath, the memories of the Haunted Funhouse still fresh in my mind. But little did I know that my ordeal was far from over. As I turned to leave the carnival grounds, I caught a glimpse of a group of clowns huddled nearby, their painted faces twisted into unsettling grins. There was something about them that felt too lifelike, too menacing to be mere performers.
As I turned my attention to the clowns, a sinking feeling settled in the pit of my stomach. Their faces were painted in garish colors, their smiles stretched too wide to be genuine. The way they moved, the way they laughed, it all felt too lifelike, too unsettling. I tried to convince myself that they were just performers, that the unease I felt was simply a result of the carnival's eerie atmosphere. But deep down, I knew there was something more sinister at play. I quickened my pace, hoping to put distance between myself and the clowns. But as I navigated the winding paths of the carnival, I realized I was being followed. The sound of footsteps echoed behind me, growing closer with each passing second. I risked a glance over my shoulder and saw them, the clowns, their eyes fixed on me with a predatory intensity. Panic seized my heart as I broke into a run, weaving through the labyrinthine maze of tents and attractions. The clowns pursued me relentlessly, their laughter morphing into something dark and malicious. I could feel their presence closing in, their outstretched hands grazing the back of my neck. The line between reality and nightmare blurred, and I found myself questioning whether these clowns were mere urban legends come to life or something far more terrifying. My lungs burned as I pushed myself to the brink of exhaustion, desperate to escape their grasp. The carnival transformed into a twisted realm of shadows and fear, the once vibrant colors now muted and sinister. I darted around corners, my mind reeling with the possibilities of what would happen if they caught me. Would I become another victim, forever trapped in this hellish carnival? Just when I thought all hope was lost, I spotted a small gap between two tents. With a final burst of adrenaline, I dove through the opening, tumbling to the ground on the other side. I lay there gasping for air, my body trembling from the ordeal. The sound of the clown's laughter faded into the distance, leaving me alone with the weight of my own terror. As I struggled to regain my composure, I couldn't shake the feeling that the clowns were more than just a sideshow attraction. The way they moved, the malevolence in their eyes, it all seemed too real to be a mere performance. I found myself questioning the authenticity of the events, wondering if the carnival was truly a gateway to something far more sinister. With trepidation still coursing through my veins, I stumbled upon a dimly lit attraction that promised to take me on a journey into the unknown. The ghost train ride. The entrance loomed before me, a gaping maw of darkness that seemed to beckon me forward, tempting me with whispers of secrets best left buried. As I hesitated at the threshold, torn between curiosity and the overwhelming desire to flee, I couldn't shake the feeling that the ghost train ride held the key to unraveling the true horrors that lurked within the Carnival of Nightmares. With a heavy heart and trembling hands, I stepped into the ghost train ride. The darkness enveloped me, a suffocating embrace that seemed to steal the very breath from my lungs. The air was thick with a bone-chilling cold, as if the temperature had plummeted the moment I crossed the threshold. Whispers of lost souls echoed through the haunting silence, their ghostly voices a chilling reminder of the terrors that awaited me. As the train lurched forward, I was plunged into a realm of nightmares made flesh. Ghastly apparitions materialized from the shadows, their twisted forms flickering in and out of existence. Skeletal hands reached out from the void, grasping at my clothes, their icy touch sending shivers down my spine. The walls of the train morphed and distorted, revealing grotesque scenes of torment and despair. My heart raced as the train hurtled deeper into the abyss, each turn revealing a new horror more terrifying than the last. Suddenly, a malevolent presence emerged from the darkness, its eyes burning with an otherworldly malice. It seemed to fixate on me, its gaze piercing through my very soul. I couldn't tear my eyes away, transfixed by the sheer evil emanating from this supernatural entity. As the entity drew closer, its twisted form becoming clearer, I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. It reached out with long, spindly fingers, the tips mere inches from my face. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe, as if the very essence of fear had paralyzed me. The entity's mouth opened in a silent scream, a portal to an endless void of suffering and despair. Terror consumed me, my mind teetering on the brink of madness. I wanted to scream, to flee, but my body refused to obey. The walls of the train closed in around me, the darkness threatening to swallow me whole. I could feel my sanity unraveling, the line between reality and nightmare blurring beyond recognition. Just when I thought I would succumb to the overwhelming fear, the train lurched to a halt. The lights flickered on, casting an eerie glow over the now empty carriages. I stumbled out, my legs barely able to support my weight. The carnival workers stood nearby, their faces devoid of emotion, their eyes hollow and lifeless. They seemed to watch me with a detached curiosity, as if my terror was nothing more than an amusing spectacle. As I staggered away from the ghost train ride, I couldn't shake the feeling that the horrors I had witnessed were more than mere illusions. The carnival, with its twisted attractions and sinister undercurrents, held secrets that I couldn't begin to fathom. The indifference of the workers only added to the unsettling atmosphere, as if they were privy to the dark truths that lurked beneath the surface.
As I fled from the carnival, my mind reeled with the horrors I had witnessed. The Haunted Funhouse, with its distorted mirrors and unseen terrors, had left me questioning the very nature of reality. The sinister clowns, their malevolent pursuit, and the way they seemed to blur the line between performance and something far more insidious, still sent shivers down my spine. And the ghost train ride, a journey into the depths of nightmares, had shaken me to my very core. I couldn't help but wonder if these experiences were merely the product of twisted urban legends, brought to life by the carnival's eerie atmosphere. Or perhaps there was a grain of truth to these tales, a sinister undercurrent that ran beneath the surface of the Carnival of Nightmares. The indifference of the workers, their hollow eyes and emotionless faces, only added to the unsettling feeling that lingered long after I had escaped. As I share this bone-chilling account, I invite you, dear viewers, to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support fuels my courage to delve deeper into the realm of the unknown, to uncover the truth behind these terrifying encounters. And I ask you, have you ever had a brush with the paranormal at a carnival? Has a haunted attraction left you questioning the very fabric of reality? Share your stories, for there is strength in our collective experiences. For those who dare to explore further, I urge you to watch my video, 3 Disturbing Real Home Alone Stories. Just as the Carnival of Nightmares held secrets that threatened to unravel my sanity, these Home Alone encounters will leave you questioning the safety of your own 4 walls. Together, we can unlock the mysteries that lurk in the shadows and confront the terrifying truths that await us.